Item number SCP-4567. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Naval Task Force Gamma-17, working from SCP's Unity, is to oversee containment of SCP-4567. A small task force consisting of NTF Gamma-17 agents is to be based upon each instance of SCP-4567 to prevent vessels from traveling within 2 kilometers of instances to ensure the well-being of SCP-4567. If necessary, SCP-4567 instances may be towed if they come too close to populated areas or other non-anomalous oil platforms. The remains of SCP-4567-C are preserved and stored at Site-64. Description: SCP-4567 is the collected designation for 13 living organisms resembling offshore oil platforms, denoted as SCP-4567-A through N. All instances of SCP-4567 are genetically similar, although not identical, and resemble a variety of oil platform types. Instances of SCP-4567 are mobile and move slowly via limbs emulating anchors and supports. Instances of SCP-4567 will maneuver themselves until they are over oil deposits, which they'll locate through an advanced system of echolocation before drilling, using long, proboscis-like structures and then consuming the oil. This oil is then burned slowly for energy and nutrition. SCP-4567 have shown the ability to observe and interact with their surroundings and are extremely non-aggressive. However, due to their large size, they may cause damage to unaware ships or marine life. SCP-4567 appear to have no predators, again due to their large size. The lifespan of SCP-4567 is unknown. Only one instance, SCP-4567-C, is known to have died so far, during a major storm in the North Atlantic back in 2003. This led an autopsy to be performed, the results of which are contained within Addendum 1. SCP-4567-A was discovered back in 1982 when a shipping crew reported an abandoned and adrift oil platform off the coast of Nova Scotia. When the platform was unable to be identified, the Canadian Coast Guard boarded the platform before discovering the anomalous properties. The Foundation were contacted via the Royal Canadian Navy and secured SCP-4567 the day after. The members of the Coast Guard were given Class B amnestics, and the Foundation conducted a research of marine territories, discovering the other 13 instances of SCP-4567 by blank 1984. Addendum 1. Autopsy of SCP-4567-C was carried out by a specially trained team consisting of biologists, nautical engineers, and anomalous structural experts. The autopsy was led by Dr. Helen Oswald. SCP-4567-C Autopsy Report. Initial Notes. First impressions of SCP-4567-C, henceforth referred to as Subject, are that the cause of death is blunt force trauma due to capsizing and colliding with an offshore reef during the storm, and performing an by Agent Peterson that the subject is an example of a semi-submersible platform. It appears to be comparable to third-gen models of platform with a drilling depth of approximately 500 meters. Upon initial examination, it appears that the majority of the skin of the subject is composed of a form of chitin, although particularly more durable. Where one would could expect to find the interior, this is instead blocked off. Nervous sensory system. After cutting through the exoskeleton, we have seemingly discovered the head of the subject, located in the approximate position of the control cabin. The brain appears almost similar to that of a cephalopod, complete with twin parallel nerve cords, and has an approximate size of 8 cubic meters. The subject does not appear to possess vital receptor organs, but instead uses a form of echolocation to see muscular and skeletal system. The subject is an invertebrate, possessing no endoskeleton, relying solely on the chitinous exoskeleton to provide structure. The majority of the interior is composed of a fatty, blubbery tissue, presumably to assist with the buoyancy. However, the anchor chains appear to be made out of muscle tissue to assist with movement. Several pockets of water are located within the lower half of the subject, controlled by exterior valves. This is theorized that these are also to assist with adjusting buoyancy. Circulatory system. The subject has a closed circulatory system with a bronchial heart, similar to those of cephalopods, and a complex system of capillaries. It additionally uses hemocyanin to transport oxygen. Respiratory system. The subject is air-breathing with an unusual set of lungs located in the upper body. Air is drawn in through openings atop the tower of the subject and expelled at a lower valve. Digestive system. Subject appears to subsist on a diet of crude oil. A large drill-like proboscis with a durable drill bit tooth acts as the mouth. Oil is mined via this appendage and is pumped into the central tank where certain components of the oil are extracted and used for growth and repair. Remaining oil is then burned with this energy captured and used to power the subject. It is unclear how the subject is able to survive on oil alone, without any apparent intake of water or many of the nutrients essential for life. Excretory system. Any unused oil or other waste products are simply ejected into the sea via a valve acting as a cloaca of sorts. This is located upon the underside of the deck. Immune system has been redacted. Reproductive system. From what I can tell, there appears to be no sexual characteristics of any kind. There's no obvious evidence of asexual reproduction either. It appears that the subject is entirely sterile. We have yet to discover the origin of any SCP-4567 instance. Addendum 2. Incident Report 4567-10. On April 20th, 2010, approximately an hour into the Deepwater Horizon oil spill, all instances of SCP-4567 were observed to cease all movement. After estimated 4 hours, all instances began to vocalize via an unknown means. The vocalizations lasted for a period of 6 hours before normal activity was resumed. No further vocalizations have been observed since this event. A short recording of SCP-4567-F during this incident is available right now.